guys. So I am joined by the Goat Gang and Hercules in the background, and I'm kicking off this vlog. It is going to be a 24, possibly 48-hour reading vlog. Don't chew my camera. We're off to a bad start. Basically, I have the next 48 hours off of work, and I am very excited over that fact. And I decided to take these 2 days to see how far I could get into all of the books that my goats chose for me. Hello, Rue. How's it going? They are shedding like crazy. They're all blowing their winter coats, and it's a lot. But I figured it would be a good time to see how many of those books I could get through and discuss them with said goats. So I am here for my very first update of the day, and that is for the book Burn. This is book one of a Darken You series by Suzanne Wright. I listened to this last night at work, and I have opinions. The geese are here now. I didn't like it. So this book in particular is gonna be chewed on, that's for sure. Can you not? You're very close. So this is a spicy PNR about all of the creatures. It's a lot of imps and sphinxes and demons and all of the creatures that you can think of that would go into a paranormal book. Can you get out of my lap? You're not a dog. All in one, so it's kind of an urban fantasy setting, and it's not great. So basically, our main character in this is Harper, and she ends up going to a club one night that is owned by this big hotshot named Knox. I forget what his last name is. Who is like a super powerful demon guy that everybody knows, everybody's aware of. He's very rich, he's very egotistical, and in this world, all of the creatures, I don't know if it's all of the creatures, I'm assuming it's all of the creatures, have demons inside of them. And in order to prevent their demon from kind of overtaking them, they have to find an anchor. And this kind of is like a fated mates type of thing, but there's also mates in this that I didn't fully understand. But basically you find another person or people to anchor you to like your human self so that your demon doesn't take over and outbalance your human self. Hello, Merlin. How's it going? And Harper basically goes to this club that is owned by Knox and finds out that he is her anchor, and she has to accept this eventually. And it is their romance. I am giving this maybe 1 star. I ended up hate reading it by the end of it. Like, we know that Knox is a very powerful something, but we don't know until the end of the book what he is. And we're being feisty. We're being feisty this morning. And Harper herself is a sphinx, but that it isn't even really explained what that is. Like, I feel like I didn't get a grasp of what the creatures are, despite the fact that this was extremely info dumpy. Like, most of this book is just being told things and not actually being shown them, and that goes for world development, politics, creature background, history, character development. Everything is just told to you, and it's also told in third person, but that perspective changes between the two main characters. I was gonna say seamlessly because there is no transition between who is in the forefront, but you also just don't know, which was confusing to me. So if you are looking for a PNR book that has very little plot, but a lot of spice, this is for you. Because this is one of those books where, like, these two fated mates need to accept this bond, but they hate each other, and they are refusing to accept this bond, but then they need to bang it out for a majority of the book, which is what the book is. Also, Knox has these phantom hands that get used in sexual experiences that I feel like was supposed to be sexy. To me, it was a little weird. It just kind of showed up out of nowhere. So we're not off to the best start with this vlog, but I have higher hopes. I have the 2 manga to read, which I will probably fly through today. I have Geek Love on audiobook, which will be very exciting because I have my first vaccine appointment today. So I will be listening to that on my way there and back because it's pretty far away from where I live. And then what else do I have? The Deep End by Kristen Ashley. That'll be my physical book that I'm reading today. So it's going to be a jolly old time. My goats are fighting in the background because they need to show off and show you how manly they are. This is what we do when we have any sort of company over to the house. They need to play fight to prove how masculine they are. I don't know. But that's where I am for today. It looks like it's going to be pretty dreary out. This is, I think, as nice as the weather is going to get, but I figured I would film outside while I could. Oh, we're getting rambunctious. Oh, bless you. Okay. Oh, we're getting serious now. So, update. Book number 1, done. Did not like. Probably would have DNF'd had I not been reading it specifically for this video. It's done now, though. So, yay. Okay, I am back inside and I'm joined by Manny with his llama, but I want to show you, this is the stack that I am currently working on. So, book 1 is done. These 2 I will be able to finish super fast. Oh, Manny's talking a lot. Come here. I know, it's so exciting. Okay, here, we'll pan the camera over to see the important thing. There we go. You talking a lot? Okay. Like I was saying, these 2 will be very quick to get through just because they're single volumes of manga, so I'll be able to read that super fast. I know, that's a beautiful llama. Thank you for sharing. This is gonna be my camera angle. No? Okay. And then, like I said, I have the audiobook for this. This will be my physical book. I am not planning on getting through the entirety of both of these because they are both pretty hefty in this vlog, but I would like to at least start both of them. So that is the plan for this vlog. 1 complete. You put a tiny box on the floor, cat goes in box. The end. Sometimes you just need to sit with your head on your squishy ball as a pillow. Okay, it's me. I'm sitting in my car because my appointment is at noon. It's about 35 minutes away, so that means in my brain I need to leave by like 11:25, but I don't know what the parking situation is going to be like, so I need to account for that and possible, you know, accidents and traffic, so I need to leave by at least like 11:15. That would make me feel better, but possibly earlier, but now I'm doing that weird pacing thing in my house where I have like an awkward amount of time before I need to leave to make my brain feel better, so I'm just gonna go. I know you probably don't need to hear this thought process, but I'm trying to normalize what anxiety brain feels like. It's this. I didn't do a test run of driving there the day before to see what the parking situation's like, so that's something that's been stressful. So I'm going to leave early just in case. But I did look it up on Google Maps, and there is a Taco Bell in the shopping center, so things are looking up. So on that note, I'm going to put on my audiobook of Geek Love. I'm going to drive there. I'm going to get my first vaccine. I'm very excited about it, and then I'm going to celebrate with tacos. And then I'm going to come home and put my pajamas on and diamond paint the rest of the day. It's going to be a great day. I am officially poked. I'm so excited. My final appointment is scheduled for Star Wars Day, so the Force will for sure be with me with that second dose. I am so excited. I'm Team Pfizer, by the way, in case y'all wanted to know. I don't know what Hogwarts house that associates with, but I'm a Ravenclaw. Does that count? So, I am gonna go get Taco Bell and then go home and diamond paint for the rest of the day and listen to a book. It's a good day. Update for Geek Love. I listened to it on the way here. I'm obviously not very far into it, and I don't really know what the story is yet. Basically, the very beginning of it is just like hearing how the couple met, and it's like the parents telling their children how they met at the carnival or at the circus, where she was hired on as a geek when they needed a new geek, and she was like this woman geek that was like a big attraction. In case you didn't know, geeks in the circus setting are people who bite the heads off of chickens. It's a thing. So that's all I know so far. It's literally just the very introduction to the character, so I'm not very far, but I'm gonna listen to it on the way home. Maybe I'm gonna listen to some music. I don't know. I feel like I need to party, but yeah, that's my check-in. I'm excited. Look at all of these lazy bums. The goats are out there just grazing. And then I've got these 3. Albus is in another window sleeping, just sunbathing. Alrighty, I am home now with all of these lazy sunbathing bums. I always move Manny's bed into the kitchen here so that he can just lay in the sun. But, it's sunny out. I didn't expect that to happen. It was supposed to be like overcast and kind of drizzly all day, but it's sunny out. So I think that I am actually going to grab the mangas and go read outside with the goats. It's not that warm. It's like 50 degrees, but I want to soak up some sunshine. And also, it is shedding season for all of the animals, so I might get some footage because it's incredibly satisfying shedding out the goats and Hercules because they turn into woolly mammoths during the wintertime. Hello? No? Okay, back down. So I am going to attempt to read outside. It never goes well. I might read outside of the goat field and then go in and brush them because otherwise the books are at risk. Okay, hello, it's editing, Chelsea. I'm just going to do a voiceover over this section while you enjoy watching me suffer through trying to read outside with goats. In case you guys were curious what reading with farm animals is like, it's pretty much like this. It's not relaxing at all. It's a lot of being pushed against and hooves and cameras being chewed on and knocked over repeatedly. Yeah, here comes Rue. Yep, there's a nice face. Cool. And then the camera gets it. So, new camera angle. Okay, so let's talk about that book that I'm reading. That is volume 1. Hello, Napoleon. We can't see the book at all. That's a nice face, though. I am reading volume 1 of Black Butler, and I did finish it, but not in this clip because, well, you can see the chaos that I deal with on a regular basis. It's so peaceful. So Black Butler Volume 1 was very much a Volume 1 of a manga, where I feel like I don't really have a grasp of what I think of it yet, where I was just, oh, the camera. All right, that happened. Forgot about that. So we moved on to grooming Hercules, because he is a polar bear. Anyway, Volume 1 of Black Butler, it was just very much like an introductory story where you just kind of got to meet the characters. Each chapter was like a little snippet, like a slice of life moment of just like a very specific event that happened. So, I don't know. Mixed opinions. I gave it 3 stars. I feel like I didn't really like it or dislike it. I was just kind of impartial to it. Now, the other manga that I picked up was the first volume of The Ancient Magus Bride. I loved this book. I had no idea how much I was going to fall in love with a series from a volume 1 like I did with this one. I am obsessed with it. It is so good. I feel like for how small like one volume of manga is, I feel like I learned so much. So this follows our main character who kind of gets bought by this mysterious wizardy bone face guy. Yeah, that's what I'm calling him. Deal with it. And it's just basically her starting to come to terms with the fact that, like, she has an identity that she doesn't really understand. Like, she's powerful, but she doesn't know what she is or why she's powerful or why she was so sought after. And he is basically going to teach her how to do magic and things. And Neville's back at the camera. Yep, okay, new angle. We're gonna snuggle the pony while the goats fight in the background. Yep, look at Merlin walking on his hind legs. What a majestic beast. But this little volume 1 made me immediately put literally the rest of the series onto my Amazon wishlist so that I can steadily buy them as I feel the need to dive into the story. I adored it so much. I gave it 5 stars, highly recommend, cannot wait to continue on with the story. It's just this like magical fantasy world where she is kind of discovering what she is along with all of the other magical creatures that are in this world. And every chapter was kind of an introduction to like a new mythical creature. And he's taking her with him on these like, I don't know, quests or jobs, I guess, and using her to, like, help discover her powers, but also using her powers to fix whatever the situation he gets called to do. And it was just fantastic. Like, there's, like, these pixies, there's dragons, there's everything that you could want in, like, a fantasy story, but it's so quick and lovable. I just fell in love with it. I gave it 5 stars, and that's my thoughts on it. So I feel like one manga was not necessarily a strike, but it's just one that I don't have opinions on yet, and the other I am obsessed with. So you guys hit it out of the park with this recommendation. I am obsessed with The Ancient Magus Bride, and I cannot wait to continue on with the series. 5 out of 5 stars. Loved it so much. All right, so my mail just got dropped off, and I've got Hello Lovely packages. I am going to need to do like a full unboxing video, but I want to open one of these for you guys. So, one of them is going to have more things in it than the other because I placed 2 separate orders. Let me try and figure out, I don't know, they both feel the same. I'm just going to go with this one because it feels like 2. and I am so excited. There were so many new things that Becca released that I absolutely had to have. So, oh, this is the one that I wanted to open. Good job, me. Pat myself on the back. So, these are 2 new sweatshirts that I'm so excited for. Okay, I want to do this one first. It's also very fitting that I'm wearing a Hello Lovely shirt. I'm not exaggerating when I say I live in these. I want to open this one for you guys because it's extremely fitting for my life. This one says, "It's a good day for more true crime." Am I right? If this doesn't give you any inclination of how real this is for me, I currently am taking a break from listening to a book to diamond paint. This is the current one that I'm working on. It's a bunny. And I am currently watching Criminal Minds. So I know that is not true crime. Some are based on true crime, but this is my life. This is literally what I do. I diamond paint and I listen to true crime podcasts or books, or I watch Criminal Minds. That's my life. My hair is doing all kinds of crazy things today, and I'm just gonna ignore it because it's my day off. So this is one of her new ones. She also has another one that says it's a good day to watch more K-dramas. It's a good day to read romance. Like, she's got a really good line going right now. So this one I absolutely had to have. I need to pan down a little more so y'all can appreciate this. And then the other one that I ordered is another one of her somewhat newer lines of hoodies. I'm super crooked. I am sorry. I knocked the camera and now it's crooked. But I love this coloring. It's this maroon color with blue lettering. And it says, reading romance, smashing patriarchy, and eating snacks. And it has a little heart waffle. She has 3 of these. They all have the first 2 lines, and then the third one, there's one that says, I think, drinking tea, and there's another that says drinking coffee, and it has like the associated little art thing there. And they are so cute. And this one is a hoodie because I can't have enough hoodies in my life, but it's not black. So progress. Can I try and like not be as crooked? Now I'm crooked the other way. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have a reading update, but this was like somewhat channel related, and I just wanted to open at least one of the packages, so I hope you guys appreciate it. I'm gonna go back to diamond painting this jackalope, and I'm gonna go back to watching Reed and Morgan and living my best life. Cool. All right, update. I watched 6 hours of Criminal Minds and took a nap. And that's how my night is looking for the rest of the day. Manny's even yawning. He is not on board with the being productive part. There's a cricket looking funny. I mean, I did read things, but it's looking like I'm spending the night at the BAU. I got no complaints, so I'll check in with you guys tomorrow with an actual update. I read a little bit of the Chris and Ashley book. That's all I got for you. Alrighty, hello. It is the following day, which means it is Wednesday, and I am in the midst of filming chaos. Like, I'll give you a little bit of behind the scenes of what it's like filming, but it basically turns my library into like this nice, peaceful reading environment that's just filled with books to like, it's filled with books and stuff. Like, there's tripods, there's lights everywhere, there's just stacks of books everywhere and stuff and things. I've got diamond painting videos to film today. It's a mess, but I did want to check in, and I don't have much of an update for you that isn't what you already heard me talking about yesterday, but I just wanted to like round it out, see where we are for the day. So as of right now, we have completed Burn. This was a 1-star, almost a DNF. It's okay. I read Black Butler, which you heard me talk about in the wonderful voiceover section that I did for yesterday's section. This one, I'm going to need to give it time to figure out if I'm going to like it and continue on with it. This might be one, I know there is an anime for it that I might just watch, but I also have been warned by multiple people that it gets kind of cringy because there's a lot of like grooming in this, and it's kind of a weird relationship between like an adult man and like a 12-year-old boy that gets iffy, so that makes me feel a little weird, but this is also like a cult classic, right? Like, I've heard of this before I was even big into like the world, so I don't know. Mixed feelings about this one, but it is completed, so that is number 2. Nope, that's upside down because I still don't know how to manga. Okay, and then you guys heard me rave about this. This is possibly my new favorite series, and I already have a lot of the next volumes sitting in my cart. I haven't bit the bullet and hit purchase yet because I'm trying to be a responsible adult, but I want to just binge this entire series. But I did love it. So we went from like 1 star to 3 star to 5 stars. Love this. Love this so much. And then update on the final 2 books. So I have only listened to 3 chapters. No, I'm just kidding. 2 chapters. I'm on chapter 3. This is what I'm going to spend the rest of my night working on after I finish filming and picking everything up, which seems like a very daunting task right now. I am going to sit down with this and diamond paint for a while. That's going to be like my reward for filming everything and editing all of the things. So this is the one that I'm hoping that I can actually possibly finish tonight. I know that says a lot, but I listen to audiobooks like really fast. So the goal is to finish this one. But if I'm feeling chill and I just want to read for a little bit, we're going to pick this back up. Hello? Is there somebody here? I feel like a package is getting delivered, which means Manny might start barking. Heads up. This is what I started. Basically, in like the clip that you saw, I read like 10 pages of it, and then I read a little bit before I fell asleep last night, which means I am a whopping 16 pages in. I know. I'm impressive. I know. I blow myself away sometimes. But this is interesting. This is one that I haven't like spoken about yet in this video. So this is gonna take a turn. I was not expecting this to be the story that it is. This follows essentially a woman who is a dom at a very, very exclusive BDSM club. It's not quite a dungeon, but it kind of acts as like a high class, like hoity-toity dungeon, where she is a dominatrix and she just can't really find the partner that works really well with her. She is super exclusive. Basically all of like the femdoms in this club, like they're pricey. Like this is high end, only like millionaires go to this club. And basically she is just very envious of all of her friends that she works with there, where they're like making it work as far as like relationships that continue beyond the exchange of like the scene that the people pay for. So I know that this is introducing Olivia, who I think ends up becoming a sub for Amelie, who is our main character, but she gives the alpha the submission that he craves, and soon they find themselves falling hard. So what's interesting about this is that it's an alpha female character in a straight relationship. That is so unheard of, and I am so excited to see where the story goes, because so far it's pretty authentic to how the lifestyle plays out, but it's very interesting to finally see the switch, because guess what? This dynamic is very common in the world. Like, it happens, but like not many romance books focus on a submissive man. I'm so pumped to read this. I feel like it's going to be amazing. I already saw that there's a sequel of this because I happened to be book shopping the other day and I saw it on the shelf, and it's even thicker than this. So I get really excited when I find very erotic romances that are actually long and will hold my attention for a long time. So I have really high hopes for this. I think it's going to be good. If you've read this, let me know. So these are the 2 that I'm working on. Like I said, I am not far in either of them, but I have been filming pretty much all day up until today. So hopefully I'll have like one final check-in where I will have at least made progress in something. But if not, I've already read 3 things for this vlog, and that's fun. And I gave you guys fun animal footage, so I'm going to call this vlog a success already. So I have it like somewhat cleaned up right now, but like this is where I was sitting, and that's the thing to unbox. And then there's like tripod and light and light, and this is diamond paintings that I need to unbox. This is the shirt that I was wearing, because you have to change your shirt and make it look like you filmed on different days, even though we all film on the same day. And there's just like stacks, and oh, there's a cat. There's just stacks of books everywhere. So this is not as bad as it normally is. But this is a little behind the scenes. There's just things everywhere. There's my diamond painting that I finished that I'm still super proud of. Final update for this reading vlog. So I am about almost halfway into Geek Love, and this is going to be kind of my final check-in. I didn't make any more progress on the deep end. I'm just kind of shelving that for now. Nothing's wrong with it. I'm just not going to finish it for this reading vlog. This mother trucker, though, is weird. Like, this book is fucking strange. And that is saying something coming from yours truly, because what is this? I now understand why it's a cult classic loved by weird people. Okay. This book, in theory, should be something that I should love. It's like traveling freak show circus vibes, found family, actual family vibes, mixed with like serial killer weird stuff and like cult stuff, like actual cult stuff. So like it has the makings to be something I should love because I am a messed up individual and I like weird shit like that. This is weird though. The writing is, I think, purposely jarring and bizarre, and I just have feelings that aren't great about it. Like, it's not an enjoyable reading experience. My thoughts might change as I get further and as I finish it and like sit on it for a little while. So the basic plot so far is that it follows those two that I talked about in the previous clip, like the parents creating essentially their own freak show abomination circus type thing, as in they get pregnant and they purposely make the mother like drink poisonous things to cause birth defects to happen so that they can create their own freaks. That's messed up, right? Okay, so that's the thing. And if they end up having like a healthy, normal baby, they're like, nope, not gonna cut it. And they like leave it somewhere. So we're following, our main character is Oli, who is one of their children. She is an albino and she has like a humpback sort of situation. And it's her and her brother, who is Artie, who is essentially like a torso with like very, very small hands and feet that are like flippers kind of. And he is like the main attraction of their show. So he's her brother. And then there are Siamese twins, who are like the younger siblings, and then they have a baby who looks normal and they're about to get rid of the baby, and then the baby all of a sudden can like use telekinesis powers. So that is our cast of characters, right? It's freaking weird. And basically we're just kind of following the family as they like move and do shows and performances, and they gain a following as this like freak show traveling family circus thing. That gives me serial killer vibes. Like, they're literally creating their own abominations, and that's fucked up. So we have that. But then Artie, the like oldest sibling, who is like the flipper guy, decides to kind of take over the family circus. Like, he is trying to like take over the lead position. And he ends up forming like almost his own religious cult following type of people who are obsessed with people with defects, like disabilities, defects, birth defects, abnormalities, things like that. And he is just kind of profiting on that mentality of getting people who were like really into that to like come join them by deforming themselves. So there's that. So we're following that story, but we're also following like present day. Like, this is kind of the past of them growing up, and we're following present day Oli as she is like visiting her daughter that we didn't really know happened. Like, the timelines haven't matched up yet, but we basically see Oli, who is like stalking her own child, who doesn't know is her child, and her daughter is born essentially normal, but she has a tail, like a small like growth at the end of her tailbone. She ends up starting to like talk with her, and she finds out that her daughter is like in contact with this woman who is obsessed with people like this. And it turns out, I'm assuming, this woman is going to be one of the cult followers from the past. And she is finding all of these people who have weird things about them and is paying for the surgery to get it fixed so that they can be normal. But this woman is like obsessive over it and wants to watch the surgery. So she's weird. It's just one of those books where I'm like, what happened in your brain, Catherine Dunn? There's a lot of weird shit happening in this book, and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I should like it because I like really messed up, disturbing things, but this is just kind of like icky feeling the whole time. There's nothing somewhat redeemable about any of the characters. Like, they're all messed up, obviously. Look at their lives. So those are my thoughts. Look forward to final thoughts on this, because I have a feeling it's going to be a ride for the rest of this reading experience. But that's where I'm going to stop this reading vlog. So I essentially finished 3.5 books, plus one started, for this reading vlog. Okay, those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had an enjoyable experience watching the goats be goats and the other pets be other pets. So that's all. I will see you guys in my next video.